Today we're going to figure out how to make our skincare products more effective. And that thing that we are talking today is exfoliation.
Absolutely. All kinds.
You heard it right.
You guys experts. By the time the video is over, we're going to make you experts on all the kinds of exfoliation, the why of exfoliation, the what, the where, and the when.
Oh, we're going through everything today. We're going to be talking about different types of exfoliations. Is it a chemical? Is it a mechanical exfoliator? How often should you really be exfoliating for your skin type? So we're breaking it down by skin types. We're making sure we got everyone covered. And are you ready to jump into the why of exfoliation?
Well, yeah, I absolutely.
Pretty much the why of exfoliation is to really improve the appearance of your skin in a bunch of different ways. It's not just to get rid of those dead skin cells that are making your skin dry.
I believe we have a graphic on that.
Yes, we do. So let me grab the key benefits.
So we're going to go back to these at the end of our live. Hey, Deborah, to go back over everything. But as we're starting out, the key benefits of making sure you're exfoliating on the regular, and we'll give you some tips on the best way, what's great for your skin type, etc. But exfoliation releases natural oils in your skin that you may not be releasing anymore because of your age. In my case, because of hormones, etc. So that is a really key benefit. The other thing is you just darn well look better because it fades age spots or patches. It makes them look less prominent. It decreases your pore size. And again, I'm having this challenge with age. I never really had visible pores, but I'm noticing in my T-zone where I used to be a little on the oily side, that's become a problem for me. So, I make sure that I regularly exfoliate. It reduces the look of fine lines and wrinkles, ladies. And this, if you do it for no other reason, it makes all your skincare products work better. How is that? Well, we've talked about this a little bit, but your skin is a little bit like your armor. And
here we go with analogies, everyone.
Everybody with an analogy. So your skin is like your armor, and on the outer layer, the dry, dead skin is sitting there, and it will sit there until it sort of falls off, is rubbed off, but it's not going anywhere. What happens when you apply skincare onto that dead skin? And this could be the best skincare in the world that you're getting from us, or some other random skincare that you got someplace else.
Well, it's not going to penetrate.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It will sit on the surface of your skin. And so with the different kinds of exfoliation that we're going to tell you what's good for your skin type and how often you should do it, you're keeping your skin ready to receive blessings from the skincare that you're already using, right? So that's my favorite key benefit of all.
Right.
Now, Sarah, do you want to talk about the what kinds of exfoliants there are?
Sure, because I talk about this a lot. There are two different types of exfoliators. One is a mechanical and one is a chemical. So chemical, it sounds scary, but it's really not. We're talking about AHAs. We talk about that all the time. AHAs, how amazing they are for your skin. And
altogether, AHAs, BHAs, and retinoids. Those are all chemical exfoliators.
There's a ton of different ones out there. I know we've done retinol show talking about how to use retinol if you're interested in that. We also have talked AHAs. So if you want me to link some of the videos that we've done on these individual types of ingredients, I'll be happy to do that. Just let me know what ingredients you want to know more on, and I'll be happy to link some of our previous videos on them. But really, AHAs are something we talk about a lot, and that happens to be one of my favorite exfoliators. And it's because it's using fun ingredients, and it's natural ingredients, which I really, really love. So AHAs,
I love AHAs combined with BHAs. Because, for example, the Alpha Advanced Elixir is an amazing combination of AHAs and BHAs. And I think BHAs are a skin miracle.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one of the dichotomies that I am just always so amazed by. Salicylic acid, which is the BHA, one of the best known BHAs, salicylic acid, is used by teenagers for acne. But you know what else it's used for? People my age.
Mature skin loves BHAs.
For lines, wrinkles, and it's non-irritating. So again, we'll talk to you a little bit about this when we go over skin type, but if you have skin that is irritated, but you still want to use a chemical exfoliator, get your BHA in there, because I don't know how that happens. Maybe we should do a show and figure out exactly how something that works for acne will work for aging skin.
Yeah, we can do a whole show around BHAs if you guys would be interested. If you want to learn more about BHAs, let us know. Just to make sure something, let us know in the comments and make sure it's something that you guys want to hear about it. But BHAs are absolutely incredible. And it's so funny because I always have used salicylic acid in every single one of my skincare regimes. There's not a time in my life where I haven't used salicylic acid in my regime. So
I beg to differ. When you were 4.
Well, okay. Yes. But even the moment I started with acne, I immediately got into salicylic acid. And even now I'm still using it. Granted, my skin has cleared up a lot from my teen years. But now it's just helping to clean out my pores and get rid of any dirt and debris left over. So salicylic acid is such an amazing, amazing exfoliator. But I also want to jump back to AHAs because there is a huge list of things that AHAs take care of. And some of them do the same as the BHAs, but it also addresses like scarring, enlarged pores, age spots, sunspots, hyperpigmentation, whatever you want to call those uneven skin tone areas. Takes care of it with AHAs. You also help with fine lines, wrinkles. AHAs will help with that. And it just really, really dives into the skin and does everything. It's such an amazing ingredient.
How does a chemical exfoliator work? Chemical exfoliator, here we go with the analogy.
Another analogy. I should have like a ding or something when an analogy comes up.
Think of your skin like it's a brick wall, right? And the dead skin cells are the bricks. They're the chunks of dead skin are the bricks. And then we have something that holds those together that is like the mortar. Which is why you don't have dead skin flaking off all over the time. Why it tends to just stay there, and that's not good. But AHAs, BHAs, they melt the mortar, as opposed to a physical exfoliant, which like breaks down the brick wall. So if you're okay. I know that was a deep concept. You got like the brick wall in your head, and so the AHAs, chemical exfoliants, AHAs, BHAs, retinoids, they literally eat away. They melt the mortar and allow those bricks to just come off with your cleanser.
And of course, our mechanical exfoliators is kind of like demo day, where you're just breaking down the brick walls.
Wrecking ball.
Right. So that's how they differ, and they're each in own special ways. And there's 2 different styles. Now
you didn't talk about retinoids. You almost went past.
I could never forget about retinoids because retinoids are amazing. So I do want to mention, use them at night. You're going to get the best bang for your buck when you use them at night. So if you are interested in retinol, try the retinol capsules. We have them encapsulated in a little tiny, so there's no light or sun that can get through. There's also no air penetrating, so it's a very stable formula. Not only does it soothe sun-damaged skin, which is a plus of retinol, it also minimizes aging, and it can be used for all ages. Even I use retinol at night because it helps prevent as well. So not only
it brightens your skin tone. I think one of the key benefits that you get from your regime is that you have this sort of otherworldly luminous skin. And that's a powerful benefit because you look like you glow from within.
Now, I wanted to take a quick break because Mary Beth hopped on and I wanted to say hi. And Robin also joined us. So thank you for hopping on today with us. And I had a really good question from Deborah. Retinol after toner. So you should always be using your serums after you tone. So we cleanse to get rid of any debris, and then we go in with a toner to really
break. Or double cleanse. That's what I've been doing lately.
Yes, especially. All right, so we're going to have to break this into two parts really quickly. So when we talk double cleansing, we're talking about an oil-based cleanser and a water-based cleanser. The reason we need to be double cleansing is because dirt and debris is a water-based type of, I guess, just particle that's left on your skin. Right. And then we also have things like SPF. Right now, especially right now, we should be wearing SPF, which sticks to your skin. And how do you get rid of it? With an oil-based cleanser. So your first step going with the oil-based cleanser, the first one that pops in my head because I'm using it right now, is the coconut cleanser. If you just do a gentle massage,
that oil-based cleanser will help dissolve pore debris because that is sebum. It's dried up sebum. And it may be natural to your skin, but it doesn't make your pores look their best.
And to get rid of SPF, you need to be using an oil-based cleanser. So for me, I go in with the coconut cleanser, and then my second step right now is the one step. So coconut cleanser, then I go in with the one step to just really help remove any of that dirt and debris that's left over. And then you want to tone your skin to help balance out your pH. And toner will just really dive in deep into those pores and get anything left that's there. Dirt and debris.
And get your skin ready to take your chemical exfoliants, whether you're using the AHA, the BHA, retinol, or any combination thereof that we've sort of researched for you.
So I really want you, when you think about this, think about what you're doing. You're really getting all of that dirt and debris out of your pores, and then you want to use your serums, your stuff that's giving
lightweight.
Right, super lightweight. That's giving you all those benefits. So things that I think of that always happen to be my next step are the complete fix, the
Alpha Advanced,
and then or your retinols. Like in Deborah's case, in the evening, use your retinol in the evening. It really, your rejuvenation time is during the evening, so you're really going to benefit and get every bit of benefits that retinol has for your skin in the evening. So just remember, you want to get rid of all that dirt and debris because you don't want to put anything on top of that. So always cleansed and toned first. And then,
I'm so glad you mentioned this because you don't hear a lot about this. But I was stunned at how SPF, like some people just break out when they start using a heavy SPF. And some people are allergic to PABA. Some people have problems with any sun protection. But it's because it is designed to stick on your skin and stay even in swimming. So the bottom line is that SPF doesn't want to go anywhere. And then you build up.
Right. SPF.
Who's teaching you about this?
Well, if you think about it, SPF is made to really stay on in the sun when you sweat. It's going through all waterproof. Right. So what's not going to take care of it is a water-based cleanser. We need something that's an oil-based to really help break it all down. That's why you really need to be double cleansing right now.
One thing I want to address real quickly, because Deborah asked an important question. She says she's using all the serums. Wonderful girl. I know you're loving them. But I use the retinol after I use my lightweight serums. So complete fix, I go right into vitamin C. And then in the evenings, the Alpha Advanced, I go right into the retinol because retinol is a little bit heavier and it's in a silicone base. So I start with my very watery serum, go right into my retinol. So that's the order.
And I know right now we're talking exfoliation. We are going to talk a little bit more about the when later on, but it should be before you put on these. If you're using a mechanical exfoliator, you should be doing your serums afterwards. Okay, but we're going to dive in more with that.
We're on our way to mechanical because there's some kind of neat tricks with mechanical.
Right. So we will get there. We're not there yet because there's a couple little nuances that we're going to show you stepwise and how to make sure you're getting everything and it's penetrating and doing the best that it possibly can. So let's get into our mechanical exfoliators.
Or physical exfoliators. I call them physical, Sarah calls them mechanical. But the bottom line is any rubbing action that, heck, when you get a blister on your foot from wearing shoes that don't fit properly, you exfoliated that skin real well before you rubbed it off.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Man, any physical rubbing, scrubbing, that is in effect a physical mechanical exfoliation. Now, something that I love is the body brush. So I do a combination of, for my body, I do a combination. Oh, will that go under the wear? Should I wait for the wear? Whatever. So I do a combination. I use the AHA, the treatment cream, and then when I have occasion in the shower, I use a body brush. Now, I love that because you get a combination. The physical exfoliation will give you a result right then and there, right? The chemical exfoliation takes a little bit. You might not see, it might take a couple nights with the body treatment cream, or it might take a few nights with the skin correction complex, whatever. But the body brush, if you want to have your skin radiant to put on a dress that doesn't have sleeves or whatever, then you go with the physical exfoliation. And the best physical, I don't like the loofah because they tend to absorb, they tend to grow nastiness that you can't see. They're not sanitary. But a body brush, you can pop right into your dishwasher and have a fresh new brush before you start.
Yeah, there's benefits to both, and both can really help out your skin. So it's really, well, next is going to be getting down to each individual skin type. And that's kind of where I was leading with this. It really does depend on your skin type as well. So we're going to dive into the different skin types, how it helps, what's the best for each one. And there are some skin conditions that you probably don't want to use a mechanical or physical exfoliator, like you would say, with. So we'll dive into a couple of those. I know I have one of them. You guys probably know my skin condition, that there is certain reasons why I don't use a physical or mechanical exfoliator. So we'll dive into skin types. Now, first one is, let's see, normal skin type.
Well, you sloughed over sensitive, and I bet I know why. Because
I was going to save sensitive for last, so we can go over the different skin types. But if you're, normal skin type, you can really kind of pick in your body. Yeah.
And you can benefit from both, because if you want an instant result, like let's say that you've been using everything that you're supposed to use, and you're getting ready to go to a high school reunion, and you want to look your very best. I think Mary Beth and I have a 45th coming up, or maybe a 50, I don't know, something way up there. And you want to look really good that night, and you're getting ready during the day. Well, the thing that's going to give you the most immediate effect right then and there is a physical exfoliant like honey almond scrub, because what it does right then. And the same is true of doing a body brush. So that was my point.
Oh, all right. So we've kind of gone over normal skin type. You can really use either one, a mechanical exfoliator or a chemical exfoliator. You can use both together. It's really up to you. Now, I'm going to let you talk for dry skin, just because
that's me.
That's more up your alley. And then I'm going to speak to more oily skin after.
Okay. Well, the best benefit for dry skin, I think I mentioned, is a combination AHA, BHA chemical exfoliant, because of all the things it does for your skin, and the fact that each of these ingredients have specific purposes that address dry skin, fine lines and wrinkles. That's kind of part and parcel with dry skin. Age spots sometimes, uneven skin tone. I don't know that that's necessarily related exactly, but it's still kind of something that your combination AHA, BHA will do for you. And also, the nice thing about probably the best benefit for those of us who have dry skin is it moves away that brick wall that stands between you and your effective moisturizer, so that your moisturizer can get in there and resolve your dry skin. That's my spiel on dry skin and chemical exfoliants.
All right.
Move all that stuff out of the way and let your products get seep down in there to do their job.
Because we know we want our products to be as beneficial as they possibly can. Now, moving on to oily skin. You know oily skin, it's a little greasy, it's super shiny. After a long day, your makeup has just completely melted. And if you have oily skin, you know who you are. You have pores, you have acne. That's usually
some of you with dry skin may have a little oily skin in your T-zone too.
Very true. We are going to talk about combination skin types a little bit later, but for oily skin, you kind of know. You know everything that comes around with the oily skin territory. But something that I absolutely love for oily skin is BHAs, which we talked about earlier. They're amazing to really get that dirt and debris and that sebum that's in the pores causing acne, and it just gets it right out of there. So if you are somebody with oily skin,
without stripping your skin, that's a really important point, because some a lot of people who have oily skin tend to over cleanse and like really strip the skin by basically really scrubbing the fat. No, it's not what you want to do.
And you also have to remember, if you are somebody, I went through this and I thought the best thing I could possibly do for my skin was to strip all of the oil as much as I possibly can and not leave my skin with the natural oils that it needs. Because when you are somebody with oily skin, what you want to do is trick your skin into thinking that it's hydrated. I don't need any more oil. My skin's hydrated. So please stop producing oil. You have to trick your skin into doing that. So you need moisturizing products, which people with acne tend to shy away from, but you need it to make your skin stop producing oil.
It's a balance issue. Yeah.
Right. We still need to keep our skin hydrated. You still have to use good skincare and not skincare that's just going to strip everything from your face. So that's why we recommend AHAs, getting down into those pores, really clearing them up, but you still need to moisturize. You still need to hydrate your skin, even though you're going to think, oh, I can't because I have oily skin, but it is extremely, extremely important, because if you do not, your skin's going to say, oh, it's so dry, I need to keep producing more and more oil, which of course just going to collect dirt and debris and make everything worse. And you're going to have more acne, more oil.
Hormonal oiliness. A lot of people say, oh, well, my skin's only oily, 3 days out of the month or whatever. Sarah, you could talk to this, because is there anything special that you do to deal with hormonal oiliness?
Well, I really go in with an exfoliator. That's really the end of the day, because I know what's going to happen. I know at a certain time in the month, I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to break out and I'm going to look crazy. So I go in with an exfoliator. I tend to shy away from mechanical exfoliators while I'm breaking out, but beforehand I go in with my mechanical exfoliators just to try to turn over as much as I possibly can, get rid of any dead skin cells that might be holding on to dirt and debris off my skin. And I need something that will work fast. So I'm really just trying to get—
That's a good tip.
Yeah. Use something that is as effective as possible, like a mechanical exfoliator. And then when you do start breaking out, which we know it's going to happen, I know it's going to happen, then switch back over to your chemical exfoliator, because what you don't want to do is irritate any sort of bumps that you have on your face. So start off with your mechanical, and once you do start breaking out, use your chemical.
And I have been known, I mean, it's rare, but I have been known to spot treat with the Alpha Advanced. That put a little bit of that on with a swab right onto any problem area, like a blemish or whatever, and it will really benefit. It'll help it go away faster.
One more tip. Now that we're talking tips, we kind of already passed dry skin, but if you have dry patches, I know I go to touch like right here.
I've got one right here.
Well, I tend to get dry area around here. The skin correction for the face is perfect for that. It has your AHAs, but it's also extremely hydrating. So it's going to hydrate while it exfoliates, because when you have dry patches, what you don't want to do is use a mechanical exfoliator to irritate it.
But it's the first thing you think about. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just scrub it right off.
Right, but we don't want to irritate. We need to hydrate while we exfoliate. So really,
I think these patches are coming from the masks that we wear.
It could be. It could be.
Because right now we're breathing so much humid wet air into the mask, and it holds it there. And I believe that it's all that excess humidity that's causing these pores.
Yeah, if you are having that problem, I know for some reason it's right here, and I like sometimes on the corners, sometimes I've only had it happen once or twice now, but around my nose is getting really dry, and I just put the skin correction for the face on, and it's overnight. It's awesome. It's an amazing formula. If that's your issue, try it out. You'll love it. And we have 30-day money back guarantee, so if it doesn't work, you can just send it back. But it seriously overnight, and my nose is perfectly fine. So that's just a little, once again, off topic tip for you.
You wouldn't love us if we didn't go off topic.
So now I think one of our second to last is combination skin that I really want to talk about, because it's really, there's different ways to address your combination
skin right there on your face at once.
So really for this, focus on the areas, focus on your oily versus your dry, and use different products for each one.
Maybe state one of my pet peeves.
Go ahead.
There are people who tell you, well, this is great for combination skin. They're lying. Because really, if you have combination skin, you need something that is great for the normal parts of your skin. And you need a different product that's going to address the oily parts of your skin. Now, the only ingredient that I know of that does that, and it's kind of a miracle, and we're going to figure out how it does that in a different show, is the BHAs or salicylic acid, which actually is great for normal skin. It's great for oily skin. I don't know how that works, but if somebody says this regime is fantastic for combination skin, well, no, because you have two different skin types on your face.
And that the BHAs we're talking about I always go back to the Alpha Advanced, because we have the BHAs in there and you have the AHAs. It's
perfect.
Yes. Perfect. It's so great if you are just kind of that in-between skin tone. I know the age that I'm at, I have a lot of friends who are transitioning from more of an oily skin type, and now they're kind of transitioning into like their 30s and trying to figure out what they need to do skin type wise. You know, they might start having some dry areas. They might start having some oily areas still. They're kind of in between that combination, but they really want to address and prevent aging in the future. So one of my top recommendations is, of course, the Alpha Advanced Ageless Elixir. If you're kind of in that age range, it's an amazing product. It helps get rid of any debris that's left on the skin, but it also helps with hydration, using those AHAs, turning over the skin cells, keeping your collagen production going, keeping and renewing those skin so it's always bright, it's always luminous, and also retinoids. So yeah, I mixed retinoid with retinols, so it just came out like a retinol.
That should be the name of a new product. Take a note.
Yeah, retinol. That's exactly the new one, right?
Karen, you said something that we have completely forgotten to talk about, and that is the long-term use of exfoliation. You mentioned collagen, and that, I mean, we're talking about use your exfoliant, all the kind of mid-range benefits of it, but regular usage over time stimulates collagen production in your skin.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Don't forget, I will probably say this every Monday show, because this is very, very important. We lose collagen at a rate of 1% every single year. Okay, 1%. And by the time
you mentioned that last show,
by the time we hit 40, it's all gone. So what do we need to do? We need to get our production going. And exfoliation does that. That's another, not only, we talk peptides, you can add peptides into your skincare routine to help boost it, but also exfoliation helps turn over their skin cells. So this is another step into making sure that your collagen production keeps going and it stays.
And you're looking the best you can look when you are of a certain age.
Yeah. So this is another step in the routine that you really, it helps so much and increase that cell turnover.
And some people say to me, well, you know, I'll just have work done. I'll have a facelift. Honey, it doesn't matter how many facelifts you get. They're just stretching the skin you have. If you don't have supple, luminous skin that you work on regularly, then you're just going to have stretched skin. Yeah. And Who wants that?
Mm-hmm. So we need to all together work on our collagen production. And
yeah. Let's make a pact right here and now. You guys post in the comments. Who's going to work on their collagen for the next year with us? And we will do before and after pictures and see what incredible benefit regular exfoliation, the kind of detailed exfoliation that we're giving you today, what that does for you.
Yes. We can all work on it together and all promote each other. Because I know
I need to lose about 20 pounds. So I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to do collagen production and a bunch of weight.
So New Year's has just restarted. We're restarting. We could do a mid-year New Year.
New half year.
Mid half year?
New half year.
New mid-year?
Okay. Happy mid-year. Happy mid-year. Okay.
Happy mid-year right here. We're working on our collagen production, and we're going to get our cell turnover rate as good as it, well, I wouldn't say as good as when we were like in our 20s, but we're going to get
we're going to get better, and they're going to be better and better. And the thing is, this is kind of a fun little factoid that I can share with you. Your entire skin renews itself in 30 days. In 30 days, you will have a complete new skin on your face. And if you're taking care of it, that's why so many of our products say, you'll see this incredible, in 30 days, you'll see this, in 30 days, you'll see that. That's because what's sitting there now is going to be gone with the wind if you're exfoliating. And in 30 days, you're going to look like a whole new thing.
And studies have shown you can get your cell turnover rate to turn over by the 14th day. When we do some of our clinical studies, we have seen cell turnover rates in 14 days. So how nice is that you can get all of that dead skin to just keep going and going and going and releasing that luminous, healthy, glowing skin. That's what we need.
But Sarah, what do you do if you want to see an effect by tomorrow?
Mechanical exfoliation is going to be your best bet if you want overnight results. But if you want like
both,
yeah. We should. I was thinking this is actually the perfect segue into sensitive skin, because there is a little nuance to some of this. Now, when you have certain type A, let's say rosacea or eczema, you have to be very careful. And I know for me, I have something called keratosis pilaris. If you've been on the show before, I talk about this all the time. But I have little bumps on the back of my arms. They're kind of hard. Some people get them on their elbows. Sometimes they're a different color, maybe a little bit darker. Some people get it on their knees. So if you have any of this, it's kind of just like a keratin buildup. So it's really just kind of like these little tiny bumps that are on, you might have seen somebody with it on their elbows. I get on the back of my arms, but this
is genetic. Yeah. This is a genetic disorder. So it's not really a buildup of anything. It's something that your skin is predisposed to do.
Right. It's overproducing, and it's creating these bumps on your skin. At the end of the day, that's what it's doing. Now, the first thing you would think, I have bumps on my arms. What do I do? And I want it gone right now. First thing you think to do is use a mechanical exfoliator, because that's going to just get those bumps right off and everything's going to be great. That's kind of what I did. That's what I thought before I did research on what it actually was. And that's not what you do. Let me tell you, it's not what you do at all. It can make the situation much worse. And that's what it did. It overproduced even more, and it kind of created more bumps, and it made the area wider where it was growing. So I had to do some research, because my scrubbing it off apparently wouldn't work. Now, what this actually needs is it needs hydration. So you need to hydrate your skin and exfoliate it. Now, what you don't want to do is scrub it off. So I needed a chemical exfoliator. And I have other friends who went through the same thing, who have it on their elbows. They had darker spots on their elbows. And that's kind of what made me really dive into the situation and figure out what we could do for it to just kind of get rid of it. And what we found out is never use a mechanical exfoliator on this. Use a chemical exfoliator that also hydrates. Now, of course, the product that worked for me almost instantly was the Skin Correction Body Treatment Cream, because
fine instantly,
overnight. And I was blown away. And I will tell you, I have so many friends who now use it. because of the results that I got using it. Overnight, you will see just your skin is so smooth and soft, and really it was gone. It was incredible. Even for my friends who had it on their elbows and they had much drier areas, maybe it took them an extra day or two, but definitely within a week, everything was gone. So the Skin Correction Body Treatment Cream uses AHAs to exfoliate. So you're not going to actually feel it, but it's going to work over time. And then it also is hydrating at the same time. So you're getting both of what you need to get rid of it in one product, and it's just doing it simultaneously. And you will see the most incredible results. I know I was so self-conscious about it, wearing short sleeves and having the back of my arms have these little bumps on them. I know people that have it on their elbows or their knees. Like one of my friends wouldn't wear shorts just because her knees had darker bumps on it. Even with elbows, I mean, it's so hard to just hide it. But yeah, I first talked to one of my friends because they kept hiding their elbows in pictures. I noticed, whenever we would take pictures together, she kind of always turned away from the camera. And she would even do awkward poses, with her arms. And I was like, why are you doing that? What are you doing? And it became kind of this issue that we all had, and we all needed to figure out a solution. So if you are somebody that does have those types of bumps, use the Skin Correction Body Treatment Cream. It's amazing. The same thing with other products. I know.
I have an analogy for that.
Oh, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding. So if you're using the body treatment cream, and there are chemical exfoliants that we tell you about that are in the face line. Mm-hmm. Remember your brick wall? Mm-hmm. It's like melting all the mortar, having the bricks just float away, and you have a garden on the other side that's growing your collagen. It's moist and it's lush. And so that's what you want for your skin.
Mm-hmm. Now, I did see some comments come through. Elbows, yes, it works awesome on elbows. Heels and hands, yes, it's going to use those AHAs to help exfoliate while it's moisturizing. So the Skin Correction Body Treatment Cream really is one of those products that just uses the AHAs while hydrating. And it really, once again, because I all know most of us are not using skincare on our body, that's exactly what the Skin Correction Body Treatment is. It has an exfoliator, and it also is hydrating to the body. So you're getting both of those skincare benefits in one product. And Michelle, the body treatment cream has really helped my elbows. It's so, yes, I cannot say enough amazing things about the body treatment cream. It's such an amazing product for anyone out there, because when you see skin concerns on your body, the first thing you want to do is scrub it off. Even with dry skin, you just want to scrub it off, and you think that would help, but it really doesn't. It hurts you in the long run. So you really need something.
You're coaxing it off.
Right. You're not helping your body. You need something to hydrate, but chemically exfoliate it off. And that's why the Skin Correction is such an amazing body cream, because there's not really anything out there.
And Sarah, this is not me going off topic. I'm going to blame this on Trisha, because she's a question that's off topic, but I think it's an important question to answer. And she said, how about aging hands?
Oh,
I cannot tell you how beneficial the chemical exfoliants are on your hands. You don't need a specific new product for that. You need to always think about the back of your hands whenever you're treating every other part of your body. And it's easy, because you're going to end up with product here that needs to go. Where are you? Here. And so I always tell people this. I have a test hand. When we're testing our products, I test for viscosity, I test for feel whenever a new batch of products come in, and that product goes on my left hand because I'm a righty, and so I'll try it, put it on my left hand, and my left hand is pretty much flawless, in terms of age spots, and it looks pretty good for somebody my age. However, I don't take as good a care of my right hand because I don't always remember to put the product on my right hand. And so what you'll see here are the spots. It just doesn't have the same look about it. So, and I don't know if this, no, it doesn't. Well, maybe this is my left hand, and this is, so the left hand is better, the right hand is not good. And it's simply because if you put your products on the back of your hands whenever you use them, whichever product it is. You know, if you use your Advanced elixir, put some on the back of your hands. You will see more useful hands.
If you ever come into the Color Me Beautiful offices, everyone in the office has skin correction body cream sitting at their desk, because all day long, that's just something that you can apply, put on your elbows, your hands, your arms, the back of your arms, like me. Everyone
when we ran out of stock and people were like going around the office stealing everybody's body treatment cream, and people were freaking out, and some people were hoarding it, and and really, if any employee recs that we do, employees get a discount if you're using the product yourself, but the customers' orders always get filled before the employees' orders were. So we were rationing it. We were down to the last little bits before it came in. It was like drama in the office.
Oh, yeah. It was liquid gold at that point. Well, now that we've talked about exfoliating for the body, our next section was going to be where we apply it. So the body is one place you apply it, but also the face. And then our last one is when. So how often should you actually be exfoliating?
Well, I just want to say one more thing about where. Did you know that your scalp can benefit from physical exfoliation? And that is from brushing. That's one of the best ways to do it. And also, when you shampoo, you can use your body brush to agitate your shampoo, because another benefit of exfoliation, physical exfoliation, is that it stimulates blood flow. And if you're stimulating the blood flow to your skin, you're getting a benefit from that. And so your scalp, you'll get a healthier scalp if you also physically exfoliate your scalp. Now, because we don't do shampoos, I'm not an expert on products for the hair. I'm not familiar with any chemical exfoliants for the scalp. Maybe dandruff shampoo is a chemical exfoliant. Don't know. If you're interested, we'll do some research on it, give you some information. But don't forget your hair.
And lastly, when? How often should we exfoliate?
Well, Sarah, you know this pretty darn well because you've made it a science of your own. I mean, basically, some people, if you have oily skin, we tell people, and Sarah has oily skin, exfoliate whenever you feel like it. Go ahead, just exfoliate. If you want to do it every day, feel free.
Those AHAs and BHAs really benefit your skin. So, as long as you're not over exfoliating, or, I don't know, there's really no over exfoliating when it comes to AHAs.
For you. But that's physical exfoliation. Chemical exfoliation, these products are designed to be used every day. Where we have, those of us who are drier and sometimes even normal skin, we have to limit our physical exfoliation to 2-3 times a week at most. So that, whereas Sarah, if she wanted to physically exfoliate with her oily skin, she could do it every day because her oily skin can handle it.
If you're using a chemical exfoliator, keep up with it. Really add it into your routine. Use it every single night. But mechanicals, yes, you are using something to actually tug at the skin and really kind of get that, what were you calling it? The cement to hold your together?
Mortar. Melt that mortar away. Melt that mortar away and get those nasty old dead skin bricks off your face.
That should be a max of 3 times a week. So that's just a little difference between the mechanical and the chemical exfoliator. And
the only thing that I will say is, if you're going to do body brushing, and Deborah asked if the body brushes were in our kit. We don't. Many of the things we talk about here, we don't sell. We're not here to sell your product. We're here to make sure you have great skin. We can give you a link to Amazon where you can get an inexpensive body brush, but don't do it every day. The nice thing about body brushing is it stimulates lymphatic drainage. So twice a week, I think, would be good to start. And then if you're just loving it like crazy, maybe 3 times a week in the summer where you really want to get that SPF off yourself. But that's, kind of where I would go with the physical exfoliation for the body.
And since we are talking about kind of how and when and how often, I do want to make sure that we go back to the original question that Deborah had on kind of when in the regime to actually use your exfoliator. So if you're using a mechanical exfoliator, right after you do your toner, use your mechanical exfoliator, and then go into your serums. Because just to visualize it, you want to get that dead skin cells off your skin so your serums can penetrate deeper. Now with mechanical exfoliator, well, the first one that pops into my head, Alpha Advanced Elixir, I would do that one right after you tone as well, because you really want to get as much as you can. It's a lightweight serum. It's
very watery almost.
Right. It really goes into all the pores and really will help kind of break down, once again, using your analogy, that cement that's in between the bricks. It's really going to break that down and get rid of that nasty debris and everything that you don't want, and let your serums, like your retinol if it's at nighttime, or your vitamin C if it's during the daytime, the complete fix, dive down into each of those pores and really benefit your skin. So there's different, it's a little bit different, but you really want to do it as one of the beginning steps, because you want to get rid of all that dead skin cell.
So the bottom line is, Sarah, basically you're saying pretty much right after toning for both.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't think of, I'm trying to think of a product. We do have some products that also have AHAs in them, but do it based off how thick your cream is. Like if it's the skin correction for the face, that's actually a cream with AHAs in it. So do your serums first and then do your creams. That's the only time that I would say.
The great way to think about that is, imagine your serums are water. I mean, they're watery.
Yeah.
Because of serums, right? So you want to put that on first, right after you tone. Mm-hmm. Then if you can come along with another AHA built product like the skin correction complex, and just apply that on top. And here's why. When you're dealing with creams, you're inevitably dealing with an oil component, because the thing that makes the texture cream is whipping the oil and the water together. And that's what makes the actual physical cream. And inevitably with the cream, there's something in there that will be a film former. Mm-hmm. So it's nice because then you put on the cream, it seals in the serum and then does its work on top of that.
Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of nuances. If you have any questions about your order, if you want to go through your skincare regime and know if you're doing anything out of order, feel free to let us know. You can message us here, or you can comment down below. We'll be happy to help you out. That's just like a little bit of information that hopefully can help you with your skincare regime. But if you're still confused, let us know. We'll be happy to help.
And Tricia gave us an interesting piece of information because she owns salons, and that is that the nioxin products are the products that do the chemical exfoliation for your scalp, and they also are designed to grow hair, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a good little tidbit.
I'm not up to date on my hair stuff so well. I know skincare and I know makeup and color.
And Regina Jackson also mentions that clarifying shampoo is also an exfoliating scalp treatment. But the bottom line is, you benefit from exfoliation pretty much everywhere.
All over.
All over.
Yes. Now, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment down below.
If you're joining the exfoliation challenge, tell us.
Yeah.
We'll help you be responsible.
We're increasing that cell turnover to 14 days. That's our new goal right here. Yes.
I'm building my collagen garden.
I love it. So sweet and nice. All right. So if you guys have any other questions, once again, leave them down in the comments. Once we hop off here, we'll go say hi to everyone, and we'll be happy to answer any other questions that we missed out on. And don't forget, Wednesday. Wednesday is Wine About It Wednesday. So we're
excited about our topic. We're not going to share it with you right now, but it's kind of a typical June topic.
So everyone, feel free to join us on Wednesday at 12 o'clock noon EST, Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be talking color. So if you guys have any fun things for color, hop on over. We'll be happy to answer questions for color on there.
And you can give us suggestions.
Yep. All right. So see you guys on Wednesday. We hope you have a wonderful Monday, and bye.